Neil here, checking in with you. I have some information I'd like to share with you today. 9 tips on how to become a better leader. With me, this really resonated as we were talking about yesterday. On the 9 tips, tip number 1 is integrity. This is so super important. To build trust among your team members, you really need to be a person of integrity. And so I find this exciting because I feel like this is something that I've worked hard on over my professional life, but guess what? Can still work harder. Anyway, hey, as you're popping in, type in where you're coming in from. I'm here from Meridian, Idaho, right outside of Boise, Idaho. So type in where you're popping in from, and I'll give you a shout out. So on 9 tips to becoming a better leader, number 1 is integrity. Number 2, love this one. Actions speak louder than words. Hey, Miss Carly from CUNA, welcome. This is so true. People don't want to hear what you say. People want to see and follow what you do. So leading by example is huge. Hey, Miss Savannah from Boise, thank you so much. Still waiting on my new lip color from you, so we need to talk, sister. Anyway, so leading by example, and the example they gave in practical psychology on this YouTube video that I watched was on General George S. Patton walking out in front of the tank. That takes some serious leading by example. So we've got be a person of integrity, your actions speak louder than words. Number 3, be persuasive. Now, gotta tell you, this is a skill that you really need to practice. In fact, I was on a webinar course tonight on persuasive speaking. And I find this interesting because I've actually taught persuasive speech, but even, being a lifelong learner, we all need to be lifelong learners. And so definitely working on learning how to be persuasive. Now, number 4, not only is it my favorite number, but this is my favorite tip on becoming a better leader. Make people feel important. I had the distinct honor and privilege of meeting Debbie Fields in December, Debbie Fields of Mrs. Fields Cookies. And she said, whenever I have a conversation with someone, I want them to feel like they are the most important person in the world to me at the time. And I'm telling you, having had the privilege and honor of having a personal conversation with her, she leads by example. She practices what she preaches. She is so genuine and sincere. And, Mary Kay Ash built a multi-gazillion-dollar company on also the premise of making people feel important. So making people feel important, super important. Clever with words, aren't I? Hey, number 5, and I know we learned this as parents, praise in public, correct in private. And so in addition to making people feel important, you want to make sure you're not losing respect and credibility by criticizing them in front of other people. And we talked about kind of that inside-out Oreo way of providing constructive criticism, where you give some praise, the yummy good frosting, some constructive criticism, the cookie, and some more praise, the yummy frosting. So telling a person when you're having to give them some constructive criticism, tell them 2 things they do well, 1 before and 1 after the constructive criticism. So number 6, take responsibility for your mistakes. This is so huge, and I have found this has served me so well in life. I don't know if it's because I make a lot of mistakes that I have to own up to them, or if people just appreciate the honesty. For example, today someone said to me at the office, hey, have you given so-and-so their check? The one you put in the safe. I'm like, oh no, I just put that in the safe the other day. Let me get that for her. She's here now. And I opened the safe. Oh, guess what? There was another check in there from like over a week ago. Oops. The good news was it was safe in the safe, and now it is safe in the bank. So my employer was very happy about that. I went straight to her and said, hey, guess what I did? Do you want me to call these people and tell them their check's been sitting in here? But point being, take responsibility for your mistakes. Now, was that the end of the world? No, but I felt better saying, hey, I messed up. That won't happen again. Anyway, so taking responsibility for mistakes, important stuff. Number 7, have a clear goal or vision. Okay, on this one, you've heard of SMART goals. You need to make sure that your goals are achievable, they need to be clear, and they need to be challenging. So make sure you've got a clear vision or goals. And, oh, so important, you've got to write your goals down. And this is a big one. I do journaling when I'm up doing my miracle morning. People with written goals are 51% more likely to achieve them. And according to this practical psychology, the research they did showed that only 3 out of 100 adults actually writes their goals down. Are your goals written down? Yay, Savannah, you're saying yes. So important. You've got to have those goals written down and then review them and then track your progress. How are you doing on reaching those goals? So again, tip number 7 of the 9 on becoming a better leader, write those goals down. Number 8, be knowledgeable. Always seek out new information to better yourself as a person. And this again is part of that lifelong learner. You know, years and years ago, I started a speech saying, a person's education does not end on graduation day. In today's fast-paced, ever-changing society, you need to be lifelong learners. And hey, Cliff Green, that was from my BPA national speech, just in case you remembered that one. Anyway, but you've got to be knowledgeable. You've got to be improving your skill set as you go. And number 9, okay, I said number 4 was my favorite, but number 9, well, that has kind of a 4 in it, favorite number. Surround yourself with great people. I am so blessed in my life to have wonderful family, friends, colleagues, former students, former state officers, people that have been in my life for a long time. Some of you are on this Facebook Live right now, and thank you for being here. But it's so important. Jim Rohn, one of my very favorite mentors, whom I also had the distinct honor of meeting, before his death, he says you're the sum average of the 5 people that you spend most of your time with. So take a look at who are you spending your time with? Are you spending time with people that inspire you and motivate you and encourage you to be the best that you can be? Those are the kinds of people you want to hang out with. So if you're looking on improving your leadership skills, here are the 9 tips. Summary. Be a person of integrity. Your actions speak louder than words. Be persuasive. Make people feel important. Praise in public. Correct in private. Take responsibility for your mistakes. Have a clear goal or vision. Be knowledgeable. And surround yourself with great people. And again, I am so fortunate to have, wonderful friends, family, colleagues, team members working with me. I just feel so, so very blessed. And if you have some ideas on what do you do to improve your leadership skills, put them down in the comments, share with us. And if you have some other ideas or anything that you'd like to shoot me over a private message, a PM on Facebook, I read all of those comments and I do respond, personally respond to all of those. So feel free to reach out, let me know your story, let me know what you're working on improving your leadership skills. And thank you all so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I think I shared with you a little nervous about doing Facebook Live, but also really excited about the opportunity to reach out and to thank those of you that are in my life and to share some of what I've been learning. So anyway, take care, be blessed. Thanks for all that you do for me in my life, and I hope that this has contributed some value to you. Take care, and we'll see you next time.